Ever since I was a young person, I always wanted to tell stories. One of the biggest things my mama would always tell me is, "You have a big imagination. Will you ever shut up?" And I always wanted to be a filmmaker. I always wanted to tell movies. I remember being 11 and starting editing on Windows Movie Magic Maker and stuff like that. And growing up where I grew up, being in film was not really an option. It's more of a privilege, and we didn't even know how to do it. Fast forward many years where I now have the opportunity to make these videos that I make and to pursue my goal of becoming a movie director. I slowly started losing hope and love for the game, knowing the obstacles that lay ahead. If you want to get into the film industry where I am, you have to join the union and do all these things. And there's a lot of hurdles before you can be a filmmaker. And if you want to be a director, that's a whole different animal because you need funding, you need support, you need people to believe in your storytelling ability, which you don't really have time to do, especially as you get older, because you're more focused on your bills rather than on your passions and your dreams. And it just seems and feels like it's just passion projects and you don't really have the skill and technique to do these things. But the older that I've gotten and the more experience that I've accumulated in life, the more stories that I feel I have the need and power to tell. When the year started, I told myself I was going to make 12 short films and then start working on my feature film. But I recently watched a Jordan Peele movie called Us, which for me just changed my perspective on life and how I'm moving forward. It just made me start believing that shooting a movie is possible.
That's a classic right there.
What does I got 5 on it mean?
It's about drugs.
It's not about drugs. It's a dope song. Don't do drugs.
Get in rhythm. There you go. There you go. Can't believe how big they've got.
Did you hear Gabe got a boat?
He's kidding, right?
He's not kidding.
Hey, I think it's vodka o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Where's Jason?
Jason?
Where were you?
I didn't know if you were lost. Stick with me, and I'll keep you safe.
There's a family in our driveway.
It's probably the neighbors. But y'all scared of a family? Hi, can I help you?
Zora, put your shoes on.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy. What are you people?
It's us.
They look exactly like us. They think like us. They know where we are. We need to move and keep moving. They won't stop until they kill us. Or we kill them.
Be careful.
So the main thing is, when you watch a movie, you don't look at it and be like, "Oh, I can do a better job." I think this is the first time that I watched a movie and I could see my skill set. I could see that I can do this. I can shoot this with what I have, with the cameras that I have, with the knowledge and experience that I have. Like, I can do this. This is the first time that I watched a story and it was just about storytelling. It's not necessarily about the camera type. Like, I don't even know which cameras they used to make this movie. I don't even know which lenses they use. I'm assuming it's probably something cinematic. I'm assuming if it's not a Sony Venus, because it looks like Sony colors to me, but it's something film, it's something like that. we can quickly run a search on it. Well, I'll have to do more research and discover what they use for that. But the main thing is the cinematography is simple, the lighting is simple, everything is simple. The main thing that pushes us forward is the story. It's the blocking, it's how the actors interact, and how each time as an audience member you're not left confused by composition, and you don't leave the film thinking, oh wow, what a beautiful picture. You leave the film thinking, what did I just watch? Or what's happening? What's the meaning of the story? And I felt for me that was perfect. You know, a lot of times people say you should use the gear that you have, you should use whatever is available to you. And that doesn't really help. I think when you watch Us, you realize what they're trying to say is focus on the story, because if you have a great story, then your cinematographer's job is simpler, because all they have to do is stick to the basics, and that will help move forward your script, move forward your story. For me, this movie has helped me rekindle that desire and need of creation that I was slowly losing. You know, I watched the Oscars and watched the King's Speech winning the Oscar, and that's what pulled me into the film industry. I feel like Us just rekindled that passion. Which movie did it for you? Which movie, if you're a creator, would you like to create? Let me know in the comment section, and I'll be there responding out of nowhere.